haven't found a pink one. Oh, he's trouble.
Mr. Gunter, how are you, sir?
Kearney, how are you?
Good to see you, mate.
Good to see you too.
Now, you'd be an expert at these things.
I'm not an expert. That's a grip under pressure.
So, what do you think about the efforts made from the Melbourne end this year?
Look, they've given it a good shot. I mean, they're never going to be as good as Sydney, but yeah, no, they've done a great job and a really good turnout. Yeah, no. And what's your name again? Hey you. No,
It's looking surprisingly neat, actually.
I know. I'm surprised you even heard what I said.
He's had a
It's
shave.
doorpost. So no, they've done a great job, mate. And
It's 300.
yeah.
It's I don't think it's been this big before.
No, it's we pushed 300 once out of Sydney. It's a lot of vehicles, and a lot of them pull trailers too. So that's a lot more on the road. And
Yeah.
It's not an easy run to organise.
Indeed.
And
So you're on again next year, of course.
it will be, yeah.
Yep.
I'm not doing it anymore.
Oh, aren't you?
No, I've handed it on to another guy, Nathan Smith. From he's a young guy who's a real enthusiast, and I've decided to step away.
Doesn't know what he's in for, does he?
Well, I think that he's come in here and he's relatively crapped himself. So I think that I don't know if he's having second thoughts, but yeah.
Look, you'll be able to give him some sage advice, mate, having done it how many times now?
We've done 5 or 6 of them now, yeah. And I've helped Rob each time with it, but this time I didn't have to.
I'm aware of that.
He's got some good people helping him, and so I was actually able just to come along and enjoy it.
Well, it was
so
good.
I got the new truck on the road, and
I
did
hear that you were coming down in a different truck this year, which
Yeah.
is
which is the Diamond.
Hey Jude.
Yeah.
Let's go and tell us a bit about it, mate.
It's a 630 Diamond T. It's about a 58 model.
Yeah.
It was restored by a fellow by the name of George Gould from Bribey Island, who bought on a lot of runs, and George passed away. George used to drive for a guy called Alan Hancock,
Yeah.
and Alan had an identical truck to this and was killed at Avenel in 1970 in his one, in a head-on. So he was a good friend of my mum and dad's, Alan was. So when George passed away, his collection went to another guy, and I managed to get hold of this one from that fella. And I made quite a big effort to put it back to Alan Hancock's colours. So he cut it for Unilever out of Sydney. So the Sydney to Melbourne is how it was painted up.
Yes.
And on the doors, the Lux written on the side, and it's got Rinse on the other door.
Yes.
So
I
we've
did
really
notice
pushed
you
hard.
coming up the highway.
Yeah,
with that.
so we've tried really hard to get that paintwork right and a lot of the detail right. It's got a 471 GM in it, so it's a 4-cylinder. It works very, very hard. It's
sound pretty
very,
good
very
too.
loud. Yes, and I don't know because I hear earplugs in the whole way. And but a lot of the things like the hand on the door and the horns and a lot of the little bits here, the little guides there on the front of the bumper bar. The headlights and everything are all how Alan ran the truck, the white mud flaps, everything, so I've tried to replicate that. There's still a lot that I want to do to it to get it spot on.
Looks terrific.
It drives well, and it's got a 13-speed Road Ranger in it, and you just got to keep it up on the governor the whole way.
Right.
Yeah, but it's good fun to drive, and it's very pleasant. I just bought the spread axle for it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, and my mates all got drunk last night and said, let's tarp it up, and that was great because I don't know how to tarp it. So they all got into it and showed me how it was done, and it hasn't moved, so I'm happy.
Well, that's why you have mates, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's good fun. Since I had that accident of mine a couple of years back, I struggle with my Kenworth. I have a lot of trouble getting in and out of it and driving it. So
you mentioned that last time I was speaking to you.
And it's just plaguing me, and I'm still lucky I'm still walking. But the idea of this is it's a more comfortable vehicle to drive, and it's easy to get in and out of, and it actually is good fun. It's quite a good thing for me. So
good on you, Bruce.
So happy days, mate. It's been a good time here, and
it'll
thanks
continue
all
on
you
for a
do.
few hours yet.
No, I've got a few hours to go yet. Hopefully the weather will stay dry for us.
I think we might have driven through it by now.
I think that we may have, We managed to get away from Sydney before the floods. So we left on Thursday and everyone else got caught and we left the day after. Anyway, all good, mate.
Good on you, mate.
Yeah, you keep having a look around. There's some great stuff here.
I'll do that.
Good on you.
See you,
Thanks,
Bruce.
Tony.
Bye,
Cheers.
mate.